He budgeted every single month for 2 years, tracked every coffee, every subscription, every grocery receipt. And at the end of those 2 years, his net worth had moved by almost nothing. Not because he lacked discipline, because he was using the wrong system entirely. Budgeting is a survival tool, and if you are trying to build wealth, surviving is not the goal. I'm Jay, and today I'm going to tell you something that most personal finance channels will never say. Budgeting, the way you have been taught to do it, is keeping you broke. Not because you are doing it wrong, because the entire framework is designed for people whose only goal is to not run out of money at the end of the month. If your goal is wealth building, you need a completely different system, and that is exactly what I'm going to give you today. Here is why 90% of budgets fail, and it has nothing to do with willpower. A traditional budget puts your expenses first and your wealth last. You pay rent, you pay utilities, you pay subscriptions, you buy groceries, you live your life, and then, if anything survives, you save it. But here's the brutal truth about that system. Life always expands to consume what is available. There is never anything left, because the budget was never designed to build anything, it was designed to manage what you already spent.
Beyond the math, there's a deeper problem. Budgeting is psychologically exhausting. It requires you to make hundreds of micro decisions every single month. Is this expense acceptable? Is this category overspent? Do I have enough left for this? Decision fatigue is real, and it is one of the primary reasons budgets collapse by February despite the best January intentions. The system demands constant willpower, and willpower, as we have established, is the most unreliable financial tool in existence. So here's the system that actually works. I call it the Wealth First Allocation System, and the core principle is simple. Wealth gets paid first, before rent, before food, before anything. The moment your income lands, a fixed percentage moves automatically into wealth-building vehicles, index funds, a high-yield savings account, your pension or 401k, before you ever see it, before you ever touch it, before your lifestyle has any claim on it. Then, and only then, you live on what remains. No tracking, no categories, no guilt. Just a system that builds wealth automatically while you live your life. Here's how the allocation breaks down. 20% minimum goes to wealth the moment income arrives. In the US, that means maxing your 401k match first, then funding a Roth IRA, then a low-cost index fund. In the UK, ISA allowance first, then pension contributions for the tax relief. In Canada, TFSA and RRSP. In Australia, concessional super contributions. 50% covers fixed costs, rent, utilities, insurance, transport. These are non-negotiable and predictable. The remaining 30% is yours, completely guilt-free to spend on whatever you want. No tracking required, because the wealth is already safe. Here's why this system works where budgeting fails. It removes the constant decision-making entirely. You make one decision, the allocation, and the system runs itself from there. You're not tracking, you're not restricting, you're not white-knuckling through the month hoping something survives for savings. You are spending freely because the wealth portion is untouchable. It left before you had the chance to debate it. Automation is not a shortcut. It is the most sophisticated wealth-building strategy available to an ordinary person because it removes the human error from the equation entirely. Stop trying to control where every dollar goes after it arrives. Start controlling where it goes the moment it lands. That's the entire difference between a budget and a wealth system. One manages what is left, the other protects what matters first.
And once you make that shift, once the automation is running and the wealth is moving before your lifestyle ever sees it, you'll never go back to a budget again. So here's what I need from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, what percentage are you starting with? 10%? 20? More? Whatever the number, commit to it in the comments, because declaring it publicly makes you dramatically more likely to follow through. And if this gave you a completely different way of thinking about your money, subscribe, because what comes next on this channel will take this system even further. I'm Jay. Stop budgeting, start building. I'll see you in the next one.